My name's Nate Shy, and the shirtless male dating profile pic deserves more respect. In this video, we're going to discuss male beauty standards and gender stereotypes, how online dating has massively promoted sexual Darwinism, and what everyone gets wrong about the fit bods. Skip to this time code if you want to miss the theme song, but don't, 'cause it bops. Today's top story. The president of the Department of Ultimate Hella Chill Amazing Boys and Animals Gang, sometimes known as douchebag, Chad Chattinson, has announced that he and many other douchebags will be marching on Parliament on Friday. Mr. Chattinson released this statement via Twitter earlier today. Like, come on bro, it's totally not fair and stuff that we, like, get demonized for just looking hella good and smashing hotties. Crying laughing face emoji, winking tongue out face emoji, devil emoji. Like, no drama and stuff, but we've made like a list of names that all agree that we're mega vexed. Angry face emoji. So now we're gonna flex on ya. Bicep emoji, aubergine, cool guy with shades. Chad Chattinson now joins us live. Mr. Chattinson, it's a pleasure to have you here on BBC Flat 3. What is it that you and your other douchebags are hoping to achieve with Friday's march?
Cheers bro, thanks for having me on today. Basically, I was jogging and saw this dude, right, hella jacked, like perfect traps, sick guns, definition, know what I'm saying? And I'm like, sick body bro. And he's like, you gay bro? And I was like, mate, ask your mum. And then my brain started tingling and I had to sit down and I was like, why can't men talk to other men about how sick their bodies are looking? Like, you ever heard two hotties chatting to each other? They were like, oh, your hair looks great. Oh, your body's so good, you're so pretty. And no one's ever like, oh, you two are lesers. But if me and my boys are chatting about like how Brandon's tries are looking hella tight, or Tucker's lats are just popping right now, everyone's like, that's gay, or like, that's homoerotic. It's not that being gay's bad though. My boy Lee, he's so gay, super ripped, smashes way more hotties than anyone else. I'm just saying, like, it's unfair that talking about male beauty isn't masculine or anything. I was smashing this uni hottie, she's doing a master's in gender studies or something, and she was like, gender is just a sociological construct and isn't built on any objective truth. And I was like, hold on, so being a man is whatever I want it to be? And then she was all, yeah, gender identity is a set of arbitrary social rules that maybe made sense in the past but totally don't now. And then she was like, now, let me melt ice cubes on your chest.
I'm glad you brought up the subject of women, Mr. Chattinson. How do you respond to criticism that the douchebag movement promotes sexual promiscuity as the primary goal for its members?
Psh, bro, everyone knows that shaming someone for sexual promiscuity is like basically fascism. There was this total MILF that I picked up in this cocktail bar and she was all, controlling sex has been a tool of patriarchal oppression. And then she was all, female sexual freedom is still negatively viewed by society. If we're going to have true equality, we need to normalise female sexuality in the public discourse. But anyway, how are they even going to do that without banging men? So I was all, would you rather bang a cool guy or a cool guy with tight abs? And she looked at me and was all like, duh. So I was like, are you saying you want to get out of here? And she was like, have you seen your biceps? Hell yeah. All I'm saying is, if you want to bang and a hottie wants to bang, What's the big deal? Did you even watch A Handmaid's Tale, bro?
Mr. Chaddinson, final question. It is often suggested that promiscuous men are insecure and use the number of sexual partners as validation for themselves. What are your thoughts?
Yo, I just dropped a TikTok that answers that very question. Roll the clip.
What's up, boys? Chad Chaddinson here. And I'm gonna get serious with you for a second. I just want to say that making your whole life about smashing hotties is totally toxic. Get a grip, bro. It ain't everything. What about surfing and snowboarding? Like, getting a sick bod isn't about smashing more girls, although you totally can. It's about being able to shred bigger mountains and surf gnarlier waves. Being the tightest bro you can be. Not for any hotties, not for any bros, just you. So you gotta remember that the only person you gotta improve that one rep max for is the bro staring at you in the mirror. Know what I'm saying?
Bro, people love smashing people who are similar to them. It's called building rapport. You should try it sometime. Your hobby's like mega important. They're like who you are, because the things you do reflect your personal values. And like, if your personal values and someone else's personal values are against each other, it's just so annoying. Like, all these girls were telling me that this pic I posted with my shirt off was making them uncomfortable because of their own body insecurities. But I was like, that's totally cool, because all it suggests is a difference in values, and like, long term it probably wasn't going to work out for them to be my long term hottie anyway. Learn to hinge, bro.
Thank you, Mr. Chaddinson, for your time. Coming up next, are squirrels smarter than the sun readers? Find out after the weather.
Did you know online dating apps are by design brainwashing you and ripping out your happiness just for your money? Whilst dating apps pretend to be about saving you from your miserable little life, it's actually all about the money. These platforms use the exact same business model as most social media, i.e., keep you on the platform long enough till you buy something. So how do they keep you coming back for more? Let's talk about addiction and its friendlier, trendier cousin, gamification. Gamification is the application of typical elements of game playing, e.g. point scoring, competition with others, rules of play, to other areas of activity, typically as an online marketing technique to encourage engagement with a product or service. Gamification techniques essentially train you, the schmuck, to be trapped in a world of lights and colors, randomly feeding you dopamine and training you to be all giddy and excited to pull out your phone and start swiping. And it all stems from the brainchild of American psychologist B.F. Skinner. B.F. Skinner famously invented the Skinner box. This box was designed to figure out how to get its operator to increase or decrease the likelihood of repeating an action. For example, we want our rat friend here to pull the lever. All we need to do is drop some food to our pal whenever he pulls the lever. Simple. Skinner and his boy, C.B. Forster, then decided to play around a bit. See how many times they could get the rat to pull the lever. They found out that when the pallet was dropped at random intervals, the rat would keep smashing that lever and would be slow to give up. Giving rewards randomly is the most effective way of getting you, the schmuck, to keep performing an action over and over and over and over and over and over and over. In How Evil is Tech, David Brooks of the New York Times writes, "Tech companies understand what causes dopamine surges in the brain, and they lace their products with hijacking techniques that lure us in and create compulsion loops. Snapchat has Snapstreak, which rewards friends who snap each other every single day, thus encouraging addictive behavior. Most social media sites create irregularly timed rewards. You have to check your device compulsively because you never know when a burst of social affirmation from a Facebook like may come." See, human beings love dopamine. It's the best. People call it the happiness hormone. And dating apps have found a way to mainline that shit directly into your brain hole. Now, we as humans are pretty smart. So humans are geniuses when it comes to getting more dopamine. We want to maximize the efficiency of this Skinner box, I mean dating app. And I know what you're thinking. Look, dating apps might use these techniques, but it's fine. People are meeting their life partners, forging new connections, and making their dreams come true. Wrong. Turns out over 39% of dating app users don't even care about meeting someone. They just want to have something fun and interesting to do. So why are people on these fucking apps then? Get more dopamine. How? Get the most matches by appealing to the most people possible. It's not about meeting someone. We've sold our souls to these dating apps. We reduce ourselves to these things that we think are going to instantly grab the attention of woman or man. We subconsciously ask ourselves, how do I, in 6 photos and under 300 characters, accurately convey myself in a way that most people who also match my own personal criteria think I'm even worth talking to? And because we're looking to maximize matches, we make ourselves as fucking generic as possible. But here's the twist. We all think we're being sincere with everything we put out. Because these apps work through subtly building habits, through changing behavior, reinforcing behavior, and manipulating exactly how you spend your time. Society tells us that there are these generic signifiers of attractiveness, fitness, wealth, being authentic, having hobbies, being happy. Girls, if it's not a shirtless selfie, it's us posing in front of a car we can't afford. It's a picture of us doing stand-up comedy, bouldering. Don't hate us. We're just schmucks. So, when I told my friends I was going to shoot this video, one of them made the astute observation. He said, why? Everyone knows that guys who post shirtless dating profile pics are all dickheads. And that is the socially acceptable, commonly held opinion. Guys with nice bodies that show them off, clearly dickheads, narcissists, whatever. And I thought this was true too, until I was walking through my apartment and I saw myself in the mirror and I was like, holy shit, you're looking great. So I took a shirtless selfie. But I don't really use Instagram or Facebook, and I didn't have anyone to share it with. I think I sent it to like my friends who I do fitness with, maybe some girls I'm trying to get with, and maybe my mum. And no one cared. Like the best response I got was nice. Everyone else just didn't really give a shit. For most people, getting a six-pack, it's like not worth the effort. There's this one guy that I know that actually has a six-pack, but only because he has so many dietary restrictions that he can't eat anything. And he just does like loads of cool sports like snowboarding and surfing. And no offense, mate, he doesn't have a great six-pack. It's not like Rob McKeely from Always Sunny in Philadelphia when he got jacked for like season 13, or Kamal, what's his name? Kamal Numjami, the guy from Silicon Valley. Like those pictures that came out, he is just looking ripped. And it's completely ludicrous because in order to look like that or get that kind of body, there's a huge level of time commitment. You have to learn a new skill of exercise and eating right, and also the sheer willpower of restriction and control. Like you can't really just eat in the same way that you would normally because you have to control the calories that you have and and the exercise that you do. You have to treat your body kind of like a machine. It's also an insane amount of money that people burn on it, like supplements, training programs, even just the amount of food that you have to eat. It's well over $2,000 a year minimum. And that doesn't even include the time and the brain power required to even think about your body like that. And you see clickbait about it all the time. It's like, how do I get abs faster? Please tell me how I can get abs faster. But the truth is, for a lot of people, myself included, it's either going to take an overnight lifestyle shift of mindset and budget, or you're just going to have to start experimenting, like trying loads of different things, finding sports that you like, finding diets that work for you. You have to be in a state of constantly looking for ways to improve, just to get to the next stage. And you have to learn about you and how your body works. And for many people, having that dream body is up there with all the other aspirational goals, right? We've got these dream cars, these dream houses. And for a lot of people, it seems kind of impossible to look as good as you want to look. And on one hand, there's those that achieve the goal, have been on this hugely transformative journey where they've changed their lifestyle, their habits, their mindset, and they should be allowed to share that, right? But on the other hand, you have to ask yourself, where does that become gloating? One of the major aspects in my friendship groups that I'm cultivating or do cultivate is creating an atmosphere in which people are able to share the things that they're proud of. It's important that we can talk openly about what we think absolutely fucking rocks about ourselves. We allow the negative voices in our head too much control over how we see the world. And we're worried that we're going to be judged or told that our interests are a waste of time, the things that we love are stupid, or simply just that we're not good enough to do the things that we love. And we should celebrate each other's achievements. Even if you don't care about them yourself, we should recognize the hard work and effort that someone's put into improving themselves. We should collectively reassure each other that life is finding something that you love and being the best you can be. And that's why you're wrong about shirtless male dating profile pics.